Hello guys, this is Igor Mixon. Video's public hangout stream number 1. And you can join whether you want or not. Since this is a public hangout stream. Just waiting for some people to show up. And click the damn link. Well, everyone will click the link, would they? I mean, that's what they always do. So 0 are now what? So let's see how many are watching. Just to make sure. It's a public hangout stream. So that's good. 1 is watching now, and hello to everyone who is watching. Hello guys. We're going to have to wait a while since not many people are showing up. And remember, Portuguese mixer is not allowed here. Just waiting for people to show up. Just watching the chat. And remember that Portuguese mixer is not allowed to join the stream. But we are going to make this hangout stream. Anyways, just to clear up, everyone else can join. Looks like we still don't have a lot of people, do we? I'm going to make sure I don't have a lot of internet used so that I can more watch. So I'm going to watch the stream. So I'm gonna wait here, guys. This is a public hangout stream, anyone can join. Where have they gone? Public stream. So anyone can join, just need a spam. Some of those delicious links. One is watching. I have the link. Gonna message someone. Hopefully this works. Hello? Now I'm going to find every MGTOW just to who are watching now. Anyone who has a phone or a microphone can join. Just remember that certain people who I team are not allowed to join. I'm going to open the live chat and I'm going to put it on some people here to invite. So hopefully this works. Hopefully you'll see the link. Hopefully these people will see the link. Well, that's it. And I'm also planning to open a new merch store. Oh, 2 are watching now. So, congratulations to whoever is watching. Also, join if you want. Also, if you want to join, just click the link, copy paste it in the chat, click the link, and that's okay. That's good. One like. Bravo to everyone who likes. Click the like button and the subscribe button and help the stream. Oh.
Yeah, how do you pronounce it? Igor? Is this how?
Hello, Mikey.
Wait, hang on. Quick question. What does it say on the chat?
About what? About what?
Does it say Mikey896 or what does it say?
I'm going to have to watch the live chat.
Alright.
Because the top chat seems to be hiding. Well, there's no messages that I've received. But remember, don't dox yourself and show your face. That's a bad idea.
My bad. I didn't know. Hang on. Just did anyone see?
Also, what should we talk about now? We've seen explosive growth of the MGTOW community.
Well, it's really dark in here, so I should be fine. But fuck. Sorry, this is the first time I've used this app. My bad.
Well, I've used it. Well, I've also was new and someone showed it to me, but I learned. So, what do you think about this explosive MGTOW growth?
Well, I mean, I've always sort of been a MGTOW myself. I mean, I never really gave a shit about women.
Yes, I don't like the women very much.
Yeah, especially my mother. She was a complete cunt.
Well, some parents aren't going to like MGTOW. They won't like MGTOW because both grandkids.
Yep. Well, my mom was a complete fucking. She was just a terrible mom. She preferred to freaking do freaking meth and take care of her own kids.
Meth? What kind of meth? Crystal meth or what?
I don't know. That's just my guess. Like, that's just a sort of what I say. But she basically wanted to do drugs over taking care of her kids. Simple as that.
Oh, I remember. Well, so also, what do you think? Also, the way I joined MGTOW. Well, I already I already before joining MGTOW, I already have a mistrust of women. Basically, every time I want them to hide a secret, they reveal it to their female friends. So I basically decided to not use them, and #MeToo already confirmed my suspicions.
Yeah, I overheard another MGTOW channel basically was like, Igor basically was just like, yeah, he just found out women are just useless.
Well, I have a diagram of jobs that women used to work that are now being replaced.
By machinery?
Well, most women in the 1950s and 60s did homemaking and basically baking pies and stuff. Well, in my diagram, it's replaced by men, and the reproduction and relationship section is now contested because of the new bots and innovations that are going to be really soon.
Oh yeah, I saw how basically you had like a diagram that said like women used to be good with these, but then basically the only one women have now is reproduction. After that, they're basically just useless.
So what do you think, is the diagram true?
Well, yeah, I mean, I know I grew up with a single mother and a sister, so I learned how to do all sorts of things. I learned male and female roles, and I can do both decently well. So I can pretty much do anything myself.
And then what? And then females are going to have nothing to sell marriages. So cook. If they say, "Oh, we can cook," and then all we have to say, we also have best male chefs, and their point failed completely.
If a bitch was like, "Oh, you should love being freaking spend just throw money into my black hole because I can cook and fuck you." Well, two things. You're losing the monopoly on sex because of the porn and then the sex dolls. Freaking
Yes,
am I allowed to say another channel?
yes, you are.
TFM. He was like, "Have you heard of our Lord and Savior spinning robot pussy?"
Interesting.
Yeah, basically he said I feel better than the real thing.
Yes. Just look at it. Why would I go to the physical world and pump and dump like COAs when I can just watch a video clip of other people doing it for me?
Dude, listen. I'm a freaking high schooler. I'm a junior in high school, and in my entire life I've been one girl in my school freaking sexually harassed me by grabbing my ass, and I've been asked out by two very large black women. Not
Well,
very pleasant, my friend.
yes. Well, I remember. Well, in my history of rejections, I've basically rejected every single woman I could in the name of MGTOW.
Yeah, well, I basically told the girls harassing me, "Be gone, thought," and all the black chicks, I basically just said, "No, I'm good." I mean, I basically had to tell, I basically had, and I told them, "No, man, I'm good." And they asked me why. I like anime girls. That was my response to them every time.
So people girls in Serbia don't even know what the thought means.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat that?
Girls in Serbia, even though they're 21st century and they're feminists, don't know what a font means or don't
Oh,
know
your
what a
women are
font is.
feminists. Oh yeah, they're gonna all die alone as old cat ladies.
Yes, yes. Yeah, we need to invest in those cat food companies. Do you agree?
Excuse me.
I think we should invest in cat food companies. Hello?
I can't. Sorry, my freaking. Hang on, I gotta do something. My microphone's or my headset's fucking up. Hang on.
Yeah, that's why I hold it really close to my mouth.
Yeah. So, did you say something about? I know. I know someone like Undead Chronic. He said he was going to invest in cat-based products. He was going to invest in cat food and toys for cats, based because he knows because of us, these women are going to start turning to cat women. Or
Oh, I said we need to invest in. I said I have better luck with cat food companies getting half of my stuff than women getting half of my stuff.
I heard something about Japanese.
Oh, herbivore men.
Oh,
Oh,
herbivore man.
they're the first start to make cow. The first
Yeah,
start to make cow.
yeah, they might have been a little bit weird because I heard some of them will, some. I heard some herbivore men are cross dressers, but yeah, they are a branch of MGTOW.
Yes, we must find a way to include them because diversity of men is always best.
Well, I know a lot of those guys. Like I was watching a video. It showed three parts. There's like a girl saying, basically, women don't want to marry men because they're hypergamous bitches, and they basically showed a really old dude whose wife died apparently a couple of years beforehand. And what happened was he basically treated this doll as his daughter, and basically he was just having a fun time with his doll. Was,
I I believe that all sex doll companies and all of the CEOs need to be protected 24/7 because the women are going to start making temper tantrums.
Well, yeah, sex doll industries have to be protected because these cunts are going to be like, no, no, we cannot lose the monopoly on sex. We must keep it to control these bastards. And I can tell you something right now. I can tell you something right now. TFM also said a study where basically, Igor, you probably don't know about this because you're like, what are you, like 11?
12.
Well, you don't know about this because you haven't hit puberty. But when a man gets aroused, he gets dumber because his brain's like, okay, let's not think rationally. Let's think about getting laid.
Well, I have developed a plan to basically stop that. I'm thinking of everything.
I don't know.
Oh,
The
I
way
think
let's go on. My bad.
uh, do you does the body get a dopamine rush every time it receives sugary stuff?
Sugary stuff. Well, I know a bunch. I know I've seen many Americans. Like I live in the U.S. and a bunch of them drink and eat like the most unhealthiest things. Like they don't like by my school. There's Wendy's and McDonald's. I see kids there, like just a lot of kids there.
Well, I rarely eat fast food, and the only fast food I eat is KFC. And KFC is better in Serbia than America, better quality. I'm surprised that the company is better in a foreign country than a country it's even created.
Well, my friend, I live in sort of a country, not a country, the country. Uh, I live in a state where basically it's mostly forest, so it's like a bunch of rednecks.
Oh yes, do you have those orange plantations in Florida?
In Florida,
Or do you make oranges in Florida? Because I've heard that Florida is the place where oranges grow.
yeah.
I think that most of the juices made being sold in America is imported oranges.
I don't know. America is pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie, especially Florida. Especially Florida.
I've never been to North America. All my life I've spent in Europe.
Well, I can't. Yeah, well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to find research countries that aren't completely fucked. So in case the U.S. falls, maybe have like a secondary citizenship. But most countries are just like, don't go.
Especially don't go to Swedistan.
I was thinking more Japan because China. I know they're just fucking communists, but I think Japan's okay.
Oh, especially because you get to marry one of those robot waifus.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think I believe in what TFN said. I don't need to marry one of the robot waifus. I just need enough. I just need something animatronic and or hentai to keep myself busy. So I'm not thinking like, man, I need to get a woman. I need to get a woman.
Yes, if I were ever to marry, I would marry myself.
I'd also get a dog. Just, I believe in what he's
Oh,
in
we're
his.
watching now.
Wait, what?
So this is a MGTOW public hangouts. Everyone can join if they click the link. So you might see other people coming around.
I,
Also
I,
click the
my
hello?
bad. Sorry, my bad. My bad. Continue.
Oh, I almost thought the transmission was lost.
But yeah, basically, I'm just saying like if the more people in here, I mean, it might get annoying how you can't talk because you don't know when to go. But other than that, it's all right.
Yes, I've seen hangouts. This Hangouts that can host up to 20 people, if I search correctly. But I'm going to make quotas so that it doesn't get annoying. Also,
Alright.
what do you think about the feminists?
Excuse me?
What do you think about the feminists?
The feminists?
Yes,
How should I say this? I hate them. Hate them. In fact, if I were to talk with a feminist, I would just like if she says, "Oh, you're a misogynist," I just go like, "Yep, I think women are toasters." Like I
yes,
would just be so sarcastic, they would probably freaking go into epileptic shock.
yes. It would be a cold day in hell if I were ever to talk to a feminist.
Oh yeah, it would be a glorious day. And most of my family, they're Christian, so they don't believe in like this. Oh, abortion's wrong. All these some of these women's rights, like they believe in all this shit. But when I said I don't want to get married, how should I say it? They're like the traditionalists. They agree that shit needs to change, but my the main one is my grandma. Like there's two things she will never support me with. My wanting not to get married, basically want to live alone with my dogs and my video games and my anime waifus, and my hatred from my biological mother because she mistreated me and my sister for years.
Well, at least we should have a fun time while it lasts, near, being able to do what we want because governments are going to make forced marriages soon.
What, the bans on sex dolls?
Yes. Hey, why don't we just smuggle them? Basically
Hey,
make a basically make a MGTOW cartel and do a smuggling operation.
hell, I don't know why we don't just freaking make little settlements. Like we find a ghost town and just make it. Because let's face it, mankind, the ones who have made the societies, have been us men. So all we gotta do is get together, basically say, this is the state we're going to. Here's the ghost town we're going to. We're gonna fix it up. Just be prepared to just for some hard work and labor, and then we just do it.
Yes, we can make another Monaco. And Monaco is basically a very, very super rich city.
Because let's face it, if one of the sexes should rule the other, so basically we live under patriarchy or matriarchy, it should be the men because we're the ones who built this entire gosh damn society.
I don't believe in patriarchy or matriarchy. There should be only one. It's called androcentrism. Androcentrism should replace the gynocentrism in any ghost town we go to. So men are going to get, well, so instead of women, men are going to get welfare checks for the hard work they did.
Yeah. Oh, but the
Also,
women would cry, and because of this, oh, men must protect women. They're probably not going to go for it. They're just going to say, they're probably just going to yell at us and say, "Get back to your workstation." They're basically going to yell at us like freaking what's the word? We're basically runaway slaves and said, "Get back on the plantation."
yes, get back to the meat cutter.
Yeah, make money so these single mothers, little bastards, her 20 little bastards can freaking eat leftovers of her going to Golden Corrals every damn night and freaking drinking critique freaking the most expensive wines.
Well, if I, why should we buy women wine? What? Here's an idea. Every time we should just buy Valentine's Day presents, like all the chocolates and the wines, but for ourselves, not the wine.
If I was to buy something, I would expect something in return.
So these women if they would give you something back for the diamond. think they would just give you 1 bar of beef jerky.
Yeah, it's like that one video I saw. A guy brought home a girl. He brought home his girl some chocolate. I think like a necklace, and she's like, "Woohoo! Why don't you stay over? You can get up in these walls." And he's just like, "No, no, 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 that's not how this works. You're my woman. I pay for a roof over your head and meal in your stomach. That's what sex is for. So I continue to pay it. I don't want you, pussy, for Valentine's Day. I want you to go get me some freaking football equipment." Or that's basically, in a way, that's basically what he said. I'm not sure what he said.
This deal is unfair. You have to buy a necklace ring for 1 bar of beef jerky. How unfair is that?
Well, if anything, I wouldn't go buy something. I would make it myself. Like I would get like I'd probably just make her like some brown. I'd probably make brownies, but yet again, I'm the type of guy who likes to cook things. So if I was to make anyone's food, I'd probably just do it myself, and it'd be for anyone, family, doesn't matter.
Well, I also am interested in cooking, but I really just can't because I cannot use water and I cannot use oil. Oh, hello, Paranormal Mixo. He's just the one person who chats in my live streams.
Oh, we got another one.
No, he didn't join the Hangouts. He just chats in the stream. There is a chat program in my live stream
Oh,
where people can
yeah.
talk.
You mean the one on YouTube, right?
Yes, it's a text chat. What we're doing is a voice chat.
Yeah, I wonder why isn't Portuguese MGTOW allowed into the live chat? Is it because he gets too excited?
Oh, I'll explain it. Well, I have some beef with Portuguese Ritual, and in reprisal for him banning me and blocking me, I banned him from ever visiting in this live stream.
Oh, so basically he's gone the way of angry MGTOW and might be freaking a traitor.
So he decides to call me a traitor even though I helped him. And he even called me an asshole, so I decided to ban him.
Okay, so basically, okay, I see there's some beef going on. All right, all right.
Yes, and because he decided to lie about me and slander me in his Discord server, I've made a merch store just to annoy him.
Okay, so basically he's being a lying whore, basically, and saying all the shit about you.
Yes. So I decided to make a merch store where I can sell shirts and stuff just to piss him off. And it's working. I have had positive reviews on the shirt. Although 100% of the profit goes to the company and not my store. But then I
Okay,
want to open a new merch store where I'll get the profit. I've even had designs for shirts like Please property, your YouTube channel is now Portuguese property. I wanted to I wanted to turn his own game against him. Basically, I want to make him lose it in his own game. Right? Have the transmission lost?
No, I was having issues hearing you, so I put some headphones on that I thought would help.
Oh, something must have happened then. Because
No,
something. I must keep it close now.
no. I was listening off my phone, and my phone speaker isn't strong enough, so I thought, hey, use my Bluetooth headphones.
Oh, well, that's that's what. Well, hopefully it works. Hopefully mine works.
Yeah, I can hear you a
So
little bit.
for
I can hear you better now, that's for sure.
oh, thanks. So let's get back to where we put here. So I'm planning to open a new merch store because basically I'm 12, I rely on parents, and I know that I will not be able to rely on parents when I'm 20 something like. So I need to open
Oh yeah.
a store now if I'm ever going to save up
Hell,
and be
you should be doing that
self-sufficient.
now because because I'm not sure about your dad. I hope your dad supports your basically dad. I don't want to deal with a divorce, which breaks my heart. But my stepdad, or not my stepdad, or how should I say this? He dated my mom, but he was my sister's dad and dated my mom, but they're not. He's not dating my mom anymore. So I just call him my stepdad.
Speaking of divorces, I've sabotaged every attempt. Every time my parents wanted to divorce, I've sabotaged it.
Wait,
Basically, I sabotaged it. Basically, putting the divorce papers in the trash bin and something like that.
okay, so
So,
basically, okay, hang on. Just got a question. So basically, you're just like, nah, you guys aren't getting divorced. Mom, you're not screwing over dad. You're gonna keep me until I'm in college. Any problems with that? Fuck off.
yes, and I also, every time they want to divorce, I cause a lot of trouble so that they're distracted on me so they cannot do their attempts.
Good plan, man. But
So I'm basically
um,
distracting them.
well, you know what concerns me about divorce? So I was talking to my stepdad the other day, and he's married. He's getting married to this woman. Now, now I told him basically I've known men, or I talked to I talked to people like MGTOW Savior, who's almost killed himself if he didn't find MGTOW because of his wife divorcing him. My bad, but basically what happened was he's marrying this one woman that's helping raise my sister. The problem is though, he's just like, listen, man, if she divorces me, it's fine. I'll just find a new girl, and I'm just concerned about him because, I mean, luckily they have no children.
I feel
What?
pity for I feel pity for him
Yes, because
because he's basically going through the meat grinder even though you've already showed him the other exit.
yes, I'm just hoping. I'm hoping, like he knows I don't believe in marriage. Like I don't think he supports it, but he doesn't disagree with it. He just lets me live my life. I'm just hoping that this woman he's marrying, she decides she thinks like, hey, hey. She looks at herself in the mirror. Listen, being I love his daughters like my own children, and I don't want to be alone when I get old. So I'm gonna stay with him till the day I die. But yet again, you can never trust an American woman. You can never trust an American woman.
Well, hopefully they have children so they can sabotage every little attempt.
Well, he has two. He has my sister and then another daughter. He's got two. He's got two kids already, so I don't think he'll want a third one.
Yes, I also have a sister who helps me in these sabotaging processes. And they decided because they have two because they didn't want to deal with the trouble with me to never do that.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
Yes. And one time I basically said to both of them, well, if you're gonna separate, I'm going to take all of your resources and both of you are going to be screwed.
Yeah, well, let's face it. Let's face it, little buddy. If your mom and dad separated, your dad probably gotten fucked over, and you would probably have to go live with her, and then you just be
Well,
you
they
would
are not separated. They're not
yes
separated because my because their every attempt fails. And they
yes
decided not to do it anymore because it failed. They don't want to deal with me.
yeah. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, you saved your dad. You saved your dad. You saved him. Who knows how much money and how in his life because who knows he might just decide like I'm not dealing with this woman's demand. She can go fuck herself. and of course want to use me as a disposable utility, I'll just make myself disappear.
So when they do it, I basically say, well, enjoy both of you not having resources. So basically, they can't do anything because I basically sabotage them. I'm good at this.
Yeah, all right.
So we need to encourage male kids to do this more and more.
Yeah, well, sorry that I'm not my head. I don't know. Shit. Hey, if anyone in the chat can hear me, can someone join? My phone's about to die, and I gotta go do something.
Yes, please join. There are the links, bro. Please join. This is a public hangout.
Listen, MGTOW, Igor. I'm sorry, man. I gotta go do something. All right.
All right. This was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. Well, just look for me in the chat. Look for me in the chat of your videos or someone else's because I'll usually say something really dumb, like let's say Cybermonk.
Stay here.
All right. Well, I'll say, but just I'm gonna be quiet for a little bit because my headphones are almost breaking, so I had to fix them with some duct tape. So I gotta go get the duct tape. All right.
Paranormal. It's in the chat. Here, click it. Paranormal MGTOW.
Yeah, dude. Come on, man. Come on, man. Give them some company.
Come on, this is a public hangout.
Guys, come on.
I want you to meet Mikey.
Can't they? I think they can hear me, can't they? Because I know I was watching. And I'm pretty sure I can hear myself.
Yes, they can hear us. And I'm going to go to my own Gmail and tell Paranormal. Also, one thing, I'm pretty good at pissing off people.
You're what?
Good at pissing off people, especially the feminists.
Well, yeah. Listen, Igor. If you haven't found out, it takes a straw to break the camel's back when it comes to the feminists. So what do you expect? I don't know. I love the video you made where you're just like shooting, like you shot Big Red in the face with a freaking Nerf gun. You're like, aha, die, feminazis, die. That was fucking funny as hell.
Well, I had to private with this video because of YouTube.
Yeah, well, it's only a matter of time. Undead Chronic said he's gonna make a radio show, and if someone decides to make their own streaming service like a MGTOW.com or something, then guess what?
Speaking of MGTOW.com, I had a fun proposal that I had to turn over to When in Doubt MGTOW, who also blocked me. Because he's friends with Portuguese. So I basically developed MagTube and
yeah, well,
I had
sorry.
to turn it over.
I wish I could help you. Sorry.
So basically, I'm going to basically terminate his work and take back control of my MagTube project.
What? Wait, hang on. You're taking control of what?
I'm taking back control of my own website proposal.
Wait, hang on.
It's basically a website that I've been working on by Portuguese MGTOW sold out, and because out is sent to Portuguese MGTOW, he and Portuguese also blocked me. So I decided to basically, so I'm planning to terminate his work, and I'm basically planning to reclaim the MagTube.
Alright. Well, I don't know about you. Well, I hope that goes well. I hope you get your website and then tell all these possible fake ass MGTOWs or salty bitches, tell them, hey, this is my website. I've been working on this for a while. You got a problem? Like, go fuck yourself.
Well, Portuguese Victor has double standards. He tells me, oh, if I lie about him, it's bad. But then, because I have stock accounts on Discord, I discovered that he's been writing bad stuff about me. And when I call him out, he bans me again.
So basically, he's basically talking shit behind you. He's talking shit behind your back, and basically you're trying to say like, yo, Portuguese, why are you talking shit? He bans you.
Yes, but I have a lot of stock accounts and public accounts in Discord because I've learned how to act. I have a VPN, so I learned how to basically learn the mastery of ban evasion.
Yeah, well.
So Portuguese Victor now has a hell of a day. He has to deal with me every day because he might guess, oh, Igor is over. But then another stock account comes. Eventually that is going to break him and force him into unbanning my personal account.
Why? Because he'll just be like, Igor, like he'll unblock you and just go like, Igor, stop making these fake accounts and bothering me, man. Come on. And then let me guess, you're gonna be like, listen, Portuguese. Let's have a good chat like men. We are not women, we are men. We face our problems, we don't talk shit behind each other's back.
He says it's my fault even though he started the entire thing.
Yeah, well, who knows? He might.
And then he blames me for not taking responsibility. How am I supposed to take the responsibility of a problem that I did not even start?
My friends, I don't know. I'm not an expert on stupid. Well, I am in a way because I have issues understanding. Like I struggle understanding certain things, but other than that, I'm pretty smart. Like I've pretty much through the entire school year, my junior year, all A's and B's except a C in one class because the teacher's a bitch. She's a bitch to the maximum level. And notice how
well, I'm going to do a microphone test. I hope you hear me well. Just need to make sure it's over half. Great, it's over half.
What, the podcast?
I'm talking about the microphone because I need to keep it there because it needs to be heard well because of something.
Yeah,
because I need to make sure everyone can hear me.
Yeah, well, no offense. I think your microphone's kind of crappy. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, man. Just no offense.
Well, I'm planning to use my merch store to buy a new microphone. Actually, it's a headset, but I really don't want that part. I just want the mic. So I'm using it for the mic part. And I even did a mic. If you see my video, you'll see mic audio test #1. So that is to check whether my mic works well. It was a really short stream.
Well,
but I realized that in order to work well, I need to keep it close.
Well, I'll check it out. I'll check it out for you.
So, MGTOW, you're saying I can hear your guest very well, but when you eat or talk, it's bumpy and 50% is noise. It's because I keep the mic really, really close to my mouth. That's because I need it to be closer to my speech part of the body so that I can be heard well.
Yeah, anyone who's having issues, he is not exactly, his voice isn't exactly fully formed.
Yes. And there's one problem called being 13 years old. You're not a 12, but you're also not a proper man yet.
Yes,
And,
you're in the middle of manhood and childhood.
well, I have already put a decree saying that the minute I sign the document joining MGTOW, childhood ends. So I basically signed a paper saying I will join MGTOW, but because in MGTOW I'll no longer act like a child.
Yeah, well, if you can act older than you actually are, that's good for you, man. Trust me, you will benefit.
How are you? How are you supposed to act like a happy child when there are threats close to you?
Okay, listen. If you can act more responsible, basically, if you can take responsibility, if you can help yourself out enough, someone older than you, you're doing well.
That's what they told the Portuguese victor when he was complaining. Oh, you don't take responsibility. I say, I take responsibility for only my parts of the action, but not yours.
Yeah, well, to be honest, man, I'm not even 18 yet, and I'm already taking responsibility for myself. My grandparents moved out into another house, and they left me in the old one because that's their place of business. It's kind of weird. I'm not gonna lie, but basically let me stay where they're basically let me stay where they have their business. And what happened was, but I'm basically living for myself. I'm buying all my own detergent. I'm buying all my own food, all my necessities.
Also, I remember that one time I tried to work in fast food but couldn't because they said, oh, I'm too young. So I basically tried to work in this KFC restaurant for Saturdays and Sundays, but they said, oh, you're too young.
What? Too young to be a MGTOW?
No, they said too young to work.
Wait, yeah, aren't you 13 or 4? Or
I'm 12, and I basically tried to work at a fast food restaurant nearby KFC, but they said, oh, you're too young to work.
well, yeah, I think I know in places in America, most places is 16 and up. But if you work, but if you turn six, I know you can do you can mow people's lawns.
Yes, but I live in a city. There is no lawn to mow in the city.
You can mow people's lawns for money if you want to, or the merch store.
Yes, I'm planning to do the merch store approach. And I need to make a new merch store because this merch store system is basically, even though I make the designs,
But
100% profits go to debt.
yeah, well, I'm I draw. I've been drawing pretty well. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so I'm planning to make some merch. So I was even planning to use this drama I had with Portuguese mixed out to basically profit off of it. I basically gave Portuguese mixed out one chance. Either accept the peace treaty and stop the war, or I'm going to and unban me, or I'm going to make stock accounts and I'm going to sell merch with bad things written about you. I basically given him a choice.
What Portuguese?
Yes, I've given him a choice. He
Basically,
decided he decided to be stubborn and instead of accepting a peace treaty, he decided to still continue the war.
okay. Listen. If he does not accept the peace treaty, do what America did to Japan and freaking bomb Hiroshima. But basically, sorry for any
So So you mean make merch with bad things about them?
no. Basically, what I'm saying is What I'm saying is, he's basically what he's done is he's in a way he's done what he. My apologies, I have a little bit of a speech problem, but basically what he's done to you by blocking you and all your accounts and keeps blocking you is he basically just Pearl Harbor you. Just, I'm not saying talk shit. I'm just saying, like, if someone wants a good channel, just don't recommend them and just say, like, just say the truth, basically. Don't be a lying bitch. Just say the truth, and
Yes. Apart from lying about me, which I discovered by soccer account, she also said, unsub from Igor. Take his channel down.
Well,
He
like
needs
I
to
said,
see that his channel is bad, and he tried to destroy my channel, basically.
well, I guess
This was the Zimmerman telegram for me.
yes. This was basically the Zimmerman telegram. This is when you listen. Like I said, you use the power of the atomic bomb, and basically that bomb is the truth. Use the truth to destroy your opponent.
I already tried it, but it failed. I already tried proving everything to Portuguese MGTOW. But he basically banned me because he didn't want to accept the truth.
No, I'm not saying make him accept the truth. I'm not saying make him accept the truth. I'm saying make it so he has to at least negotiate the truth. Basically, just spread the truth to your followers. Basically go like, hey guys, listen. If anyone wants to know why me and Portuguese are having issues, this is what happened. Here's the proof. Do what you will.
I've even tried to remind him of the insults he said, and basically he decided, oh, I'm going to ban Igor. I don't care about his proof,
Yeah,
even if they're true.
yeah, I'm gonna be a massive cunt and ban Igor because why the fuck not?
Yes. He
Yeah,
even
I'm
made a
gonna.
video, I gave up on Igor. So basically he decided to slander me once more, and he decided to hide me from his live streams.
He banned you from his. Oh my god, this guy's a little bit of a pussy. This guy's a pretty big pussy.
I'm going to make a video of a MGTOW. It's called MGTOW using the same feminist tactics.
What? Basically, talk the truth and don't let him hear it.
Yes, but I can't really make videos about Portuguese MGTOW because some people will just unsub because I'm focusing too much on it. I'm going to give a Versailles style treatment to Portuguese MGTOW. But the problem is, 20 years later, Portuguese MGTOW, with some far-right party ruling him, will try to declare another war. Are you here?
Yeah. I'm just paying attention. I'm doing something else. My bad. Hey, if he wants, listen, if he wants a war, just do this. X gonna give it to you. Basically, just use the power of X gonna give it to you.
Yes. The plan is to put much pressure into it, and I've even planned to coordinate a raid on this server. And I've even planned to hack his account. Imagine when Portuguese MGTOW sees this. Account taken over by Igor MGTOW.
Yep.
Mr. Forma. Igor, he's trying to help you, but you don't understand. It seems like he's being mean, but he's your greatest friend.
Oh my god.
Friend that uses a feminist tactic of blocking and banning me.
Yeah, he's being a feminazi because that's what they do. Like, you try to go to one of their events, they go, nope, get the fuck out. You ain't coming to this event. Go fuck yourself. Oh my god, you need to see what I just found. It was like you ever seen Resident Evil 2?
Yes, and he's got his Jewish friend, and Portuguese MGTOW got his Jewish friend box news to basically defend him.
Listen, I can't help you out with that. Like, I can't help you out with that because I don't know what's going on. But I can tell you right now, if it gets bad enough, just become Mr. X Tyrant from Resident Evil 2, the remake, and then just wreck his ass.
Yes. There are some subscribers in my school, and they are basically doing whatever I tell them to do. And some of these subscribers in my school are teachers. So basically, since they are subscribed to me, basically I can make the grades lower for the people subscribed to Portuguese MGTOW.
Oh shit, we got some MGTOW teachers up in this bitch. Nice.
Well, some of them are subscribed to me. Oh no, you're looking at all wrong, my young friend. Well, a friend doesn't try to destroy another friend's channel. A friend doesn't block another friend. A friend doesn't attack another friend suddenly. And then basically claims, oh, Igor is so bad.
Ooh, I'm a man whore. I'm gonna lie like a feminist and not take responsibility like a woman would. Because that's my kryptonite. So now Igor's mean and I'm a pretty little victim.
Yes. The plan is to basically put pressure on Portuguese MGTOW. Since I have a VPN, I can change my IP easily. All I have to do is create as many emails, as many stock accounts, and then Portuguese MGTOW will be forced to unban me. Just imagine. He's going to be forced to unban me because he doesn't want to deal with 1,000 of sock puppet fake accounts, all named differently so to avoid suspicion. Portuguese MGTOW is going to be dealing with a lot of them, and he's going to say, I'm too tired, I can't deal with these accounts. Maybe if I unban Igor, they will stop. So basically, it's like the blockade in the First World War.
Well, I can't help you there, man. Listen. I can't help you with the retort.
I have my own strategy. I have my own strategy with that. I have a free VPN, and the VPN basically changes my IP. So every time Portuguese MGTOW bans me, I just get to his server, and he's getting shocked. He's basically thinking like, fuck Igor, I banned you already. Why do you keep showing up?
Yeah, he's probably like, what the? He's probably like watching the stream. He's like, what the fuck? I banned you. Leave me the fuck alone, you little. I'm a pretty little victim. Go away.
Yes, MGTOW can suggest we change topics. So what are another topics? Let's say, are you interested in MGTOW gaming? What do you think about MGTOW gaming, Mike?
Make out like what? Like that little phone game?
No, MGTOW gaming, or basically a community of MGTOW that plays video games.
Well, I mean, if let's say Turd playing a monkey, like I watch him play games sometimes, it's fun. Like, like it's all right. Like, I watch MGTOW, learn shit, but they want to go talk over some gaming. I won't mind.
Yes. So basically, I've rambled a lot about that stupid little Portuguese fool. So let's change topic.
Listen, I can't help you. I can't help you with Portuguese. If he wants to be a thought, he's gonna be a thought. No one. He that's just his motivation for being alive is being a thought to you.
Yes. So basically, I know you can't help me because I have my own strategy. So I say, let's change topic. So what is more interesting? Oh, what do you think about the newest MGTOW channels popping up? There's basically, even though it's demonetized, there's basically a flood of MGTOWs popping up. And what do you think about that traitor, angry And I
Yeah.
also think, and
Well,
what do you think about that traitor, angry, mad money man?
oh, Angry MGTOW, that angry guy. I didn't really watch him that much, but it's, I mean, if you're a traitor to MGTOW, you know, you're basically a traitor to men because MGTOW saves lives. If you're a traitor to MGTOW, basically you don't care about if a man lives or dies.
So basically, angry basically once was a MGTOW, but now he says MGTOW is bad. MGTOW is like Hitler's rise and something like
Okay,
that.
he must be like that Yogi guy. He's like, oh, MGTOWs don't want to date women. They deserve extinction. Basically,
So
that's him.
yes, some MGTOWs told me he has done this a lot of times. Some MGTOWs told me he has done this 4 times, so I basically predicted this. Angry MGTOW when he doesn't get laid. Angry Mad Money Man when he does get laid. What a predictable process. All we
Yeah,
have to do is
well,
just wait. All
some
we have to do is just all we have to do is just wait for a breakup, and he's going to go back to being angry MGTOW.
well, he's gonna be like, yeah, guys, sorry, I won't be a PUA piece of shit anymore. I'll let you guys be, if you guys don't want to date women, if you guys just want to jerk off to porn, then fine.
Yes.
But hey, if angry MGTOW ever comes back, just no one support him. Basically, that's what you gotta do. Like that Yogi guy. Actually, hang on. I think I'm pretty sure I unstubbed him. But basically, the guy who was telling everyone like, "Hey, I'm a MGTOW," but then he's a PUA piece of shit.
Yes, I'm planning to roast that Yogi guy. So
Yeah.
basically, so basically, let's see. When did the YouTube apocalypse happen? Oh, 2017.
Yeah,
When
it
did
was
the
a few years ago.
when did the Angry Delicious channel? Exactly in 2017. So what does this say? He wants the money.
Yeah. Well, all you the MGTOW right now, like let's look at freaking Mike the MGTOW monk. He literally said, YouTube, if you keep taking my views and basically restricting my free speech, I will have such a protest. You will have no choice but to have meet our demands because you'll have to be popping Tylenols like Skittles.
Yeah. Life is too valuable to be wasted behind a woman. I solidly agree and make time three modern masculine men. I agree.
Yeah,
Also, I made
MGTOW is.
make
Oh my bad. My apologies. Continue.
so I've made MGTOW Minecraft town, so I basically made a man only town in Minecraft. So basically
Oh yeah,
like some
basic.
houses and then a fortress and then a market where people can buy. There was
Yeah.
a suggestion that I make a woman only town in Minecraft where everything is broken to
Well,
demonstrate how men.
basically you make hang on. Basically you got people saying you should make a women only town. I mean, if you did, this is what would happen. You'd have the men only town, which is like it's just a paradise, which is basically, you know, a running society. You would get the women only group, they're just sleeping under a tree, trees freezing to death.
But if you put women in a women only city, you would be seeing chunks of metal and glass, chunks of broken glass and metals all over the streets, and sewage systems not working correctly.
Oh yeah. Most women don't know how to do shit. If women decide to just like if women like this women skip work out for a day, if they do that, it's a nuisance. But if men decide to do the same thing, the world would literally fall. Literally, the world would freaking collapse. Like there would be an apocalypse if men decide to do that same shit.
So basically, A woman only city will go extinct. So basically, have you seen this the island with how is that survivalist called? There
Hey,
was this the island show.
listen, I
So
don't
there
know.
was
Yeah,
so the
basically
island.
that.
So basically,
Basically, okay. You want to talk first, or should I?
I'm going to go in the island, the man on the island. There was fire. There was fire. Everything was successful. There could cook meat. But in the women on the island, when they had an expedition, they have made themselves lost and cannot find fresh water. Can barely start a fire, and if they start a fire, it goes out instantly. And
Yeah,
basically, water had to be delivered to them because most of these women suck at survival.
yeah.
It's the
We're
island.
yeah. They probably all would have died if this was a show. If this wasn't a show. If this was like these women had to survive, most of them would be dead. Like these women would have died within a week due to
Yes.
starvation.
The show was called The Island with Bear Grylls.
Yeah, well, that just shows you men do not need women. We can be fine on our own. The only reason we need women is to breed more men. That's it. If
So
if
we
all
should
men,
get so we need artificial breeders.
yeah, we need. I mean, men. The only thing we got to worry about is not being able to breed more men. Women, they need us for their own survival because they can't survive on their own. They would.
Yes. So
They
this
would.
kind of scenario. So the island with Bear Grylls is basically in some parts of the island with Bear Grylls, women exchange favors for food and shelter. So this is basically how the oldest profession in the world formed.
No, basically how it would have been, the men would have found the women. The guy would have just been like, listen, you're going to suck our dicks and let us fuck you every single day if you want to eat and drink water. If not, you're going to stay here and die.
Yes. If this wasn't the show, they would have died by 3 days. Not weeks, days.
Uh,
3 days is how you can last without water. And if a man
yeah,
decided to find another island, they would see piles of women just lying there.
yeah, that just shows you how useless they are. And if, like, it sickens me how they go like, oh, we're strong and independent, don't need no man. When if it wasn't for us, they would all be dead.
Yes, just imagine. That show basically turned one feminist into a traditionalist.
Yeah, that basically showed if
Is the connection lost?
no, I'm just looking at something. Basically, if it just sickens me a little bit because they lie and have this perception of, oh, I'm strong, independent, don't need no man. Okay, what happens if the world falls? I need a man to support me. I'll suck your dick. Is basically what would happen
Yes.
if the world fell. If there was an apocalypse, you know what happened? They would shut their mouths and open their legs, and that's the only thing that would happen. I guarantee it.
It's guaranteed. Every apocalypse scenario I've seen, basically, if feminism was an apocalyptic scenario, it would lose falling really quickly.
Oh yeah, like married or red pill married. He said basically when the power goes out, feminism will go out right along with it, and he's right. Once once
Feminism relies on the perception that the grid is up and the men are just useless and they can do all of these cushy jobs and maintain society. But what they don't know is that in a Britain scenario, there's going to be hard work needed. And
oh
these
yeah,
women aren't capable of hard work. So if the
Of
society
course,
wants
they
these,
can't handle it. Their biology, literally, the only thing they were made to do is turn sperm to babies. That is it. That is their only function in life. That is what they were intended to do by nature: is turn sperm to baby and turn and be used as a sexual object.
and even they're failing at stuff. They make mistakes of watching a random man put all of their magic white stuff into the thing. This year?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Your mic is cutting out. Your mic is cutting out.
Oh. So basically, these women are. This is how single mothers are created. So basically, these women are so promiscuous that they let Chad and Tyrone put all of their white stuff into their pussies, and then when they somehow
Basically, they let the bad boys cream pie them, yes, and then once once it's time to settle down, no man wants them because they've had more cock run through them
yes.
than a train
So
going through a tunnel.
so basically, they're going to cry. Oh, why no man wants me? I was just created by X amount of men, and no one
Yeah,
wants me.
I've only had freaking 40 guys in my freaking pussy and have fucking 9 kids, but but why don't they want me? I mean, my ass is still pretty tight. I mean, my pussy might be the size of the Grand Canyon, but I'm still pretty tight in the ass.
Yes. So the more women become promiscuous on Tinder, the more men will just refuse to date them.
Yep. I mean,
And
let's.
some
I mean,
fem cells are basically some fem cells are now dating the most chat-like cells.
yeah, they're not eating the leftover. They're not taking the leftovers anymore. They don't want to eat Chad and Tyrone's. They don't want to eat out Chad and Tyrone's leftovers. They want to have their own. They want to make their own leftovers.
Yes, I refuse any leftover. Basically, what single mothers and old women want is basically to accept them, to accept us using their. So basically, they want to give us breadcrumbs, which is little.
Yeah, they want to control us using their freaking oversized holes.
Yes,
Oh my,
I've seen those whole. You know what I call women?
what?
Well, I have my own name for women. It is a fuckhole. It basically it basically describes what women are best at doing. A fuckhole.
Yeah, fucking and then turning that fuck into a baby.
Yes, their real
You
name
know,
and their real profession should be called a fuckhole.
you know something though. I'm gonna tell you a phrase. It was supposed to be a joke, but it has truth to it. You want to hear it? It was a guy. He basically was behind a random woman. He's like, "Yo, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks." And basically, what happened? And it was the funniest shit ever. I swear.
Yes, and in class I've even made a PowerPoint presentation explaining why feminism is bad. I was not suspended because the teacher
Well,
was subscribed to my channel.
well, of course, they're not. Of course, feminism is dying because you know why? These women are just like, should I become a feminist? And they realize, no way, I'm not gonna get married and be able to freaking be a stay at home mom and sex and have a slave husband. So they want to have that slave husband again. They don't want to be equal. They want a slave husband.
So basically, women now are going to say they want to rule the entire marriage from home instead of from work.
Yeah, basically what they want, they won't put in as much little. They're basically parasites. Put in as much little effort and get as much in return. They're basically a tick sucking the blood off of a man.
So basically, they want to base it. So here's what women want to do. So
Like,
this is what. So feminists say women should rule men from the workplace, and traditionalists say women should rule the men from the household.
I mean, they're both one and the same coin. They're both gynocentrics.
And I
I
said
don't know.
to one of
But
the
I'm concerned.
traditional.
The
This is
only
what they. This is what they said to one traditional. Why is traditionalism? Why is your idea any better when it's just the same thing? Women ruling men from a different place, and they say, "Oh, why are you so phobic? Why are you so women phobic?" And I said,
it just ain't shit but
because,
hoes and tricks.
because why would I want? Because feminism and traditionalism is the same choice. Get ruled by women, but you get to choose where they get to rule.
If
So,
someone, if someone said that to me, I just was like, listen, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. I will not tolerate thoughterry. All right, I will not tolerate a bitch. I will only tolerate a nice chick. But the problem is, those are rare.
nice chicks, I don't tolerate women at all.
Uh, yeah, well, problem is, I have to because I got to work and I got to
Alright, I'm going to post that link. Just click it if you want to join this public hangout.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I also think I got to go because
Wait,
I
what?
have
You gotta go?
to. So when you go, I will go. So I have to
Alright.
go now. Bye.
Alright, well, see ya, man.
Bye. Uh, bye. This is Igor Makes MV Game Stream and bye bye.